Okay, YouTube, so Paul Bates here and Daisy, and today is Lucky 13. It's actually my lucky day, believe it or not. So Bev's birthday is on the 13th, so for me it's a really, really good day. But for keto, not so good. I had chocolate today. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't hold on. I broke. So bad day for keto. Keto suffered a little yesterday, but I think you got to do it every once in a while. You just got to break down and you got to do it. What do you think, Daisy? Huh? Yeah, she does. She says the same thing. Market's closed, so who knows what's gonna happen? I think we'll just see this slow dredge down. I think what's happening in the market right now is that first initial 10,000 point drop. That was all the debt. You know, the people that were all out on margins, they had to sell. They didn't have any choice. As the market was crashing, people just had to sell all those debts. And when you own the stock in margin, you have to, you know, if it starts to go down, you have to sell it. So right now we're at a world built on debt, you know. So when they make the call and say, here, you got to make a payment, you know, you can try if you didn't go down too far. Anyway, looks like my cryptos are up a little bit. As we see these, we're going to see these, I think we're going to see the market come down, keep coming down a little bit, and the cryptos will slowly go up. And I think the reason is because people are starting to see and understand what's going on. And I'm not going to say that cryptos are going to take over the stock market, but we'll slowly see that migration. I started buying cryptos less than a year ago, but right at about a year ago, at over twice what they are right now. And they're still way down from their highs. We'll use Bitcoin as an example here. Bitcoin was almost $20,000 at its peak in 18, and now it's 6,000, so it's 25%. And that's basically where we're at. I mean, even me, what I bought last summer, I was buying Litecoin at $80, and now it's freaking $40 is pretty average on it. I've seen it go down to even 25. You know, the percentage of it is just, you know, it's cut in half. It's over half though. It's like even my Digibyte, it was at its high, it was 18 cents, and now it's trading for less than a half a penny. So I mean, you can just see the cryptos, but I think the cryptos will start to come back up as we're seeing the I don't want to say the dollar crash, but you know the money becoming less valuable and people figuring out what's going on here. Anyway, that's just my little morning rant about the market and the cryptos. Anyway, today at work, it was pretty bad here. I'll show you some pictures here, but to come in and out of our building right now, you have to check in and check out, and you have to sign in and sign out. So you have to, every time, it doesn't matter what you step out of the building for, once you step back in the building, you have to sign a form, and it basically says, you know, that you're not in contact with anybody with COVID-19, and that, you know, all that stuff on there. And then you have to date it and do it every time just to walk out of the building. They also don't want us leaving the parking lot. You're allowed to walk out in the parking lot because some people like to smoke cigarettes and stuff like that. So you're allowed to walk out in the parking lot, but you can't, you're not supposed to leave the premises anymore. So rules are changing. Also, you can see here at 3-4 times a day, I walk around the entire facility and I spray it down with a combination of bleach and water, and that is to desanitize everything or sanitize everything and make sure that you know, if there is anything on there, that we kill it right away. So I got to do the break rooms, the bathrooms, all the doors and all the handles and everything. I do that like 2 to 3 times a day now. It's crazy. It's a new world. It's what our businesses are going to come to, you know, as we're fighting this COVID-19. It's just, it's absolutely crazy. And our war against the panels going to New York, again, shout out to New York. Your stuff's coming. It starts leaving. I think today we actually start getting the loads ready, and I think they start leaving tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So that's super cool. I know it's Saturday. This is a Saturday video, but today I do it on the morning, so it's Sunday morning. And but they will actually, the trucks will start leaving Monday. So another quick example here I want to start to show you as the things start to progress with this COVID-19 is a friend of the family here, Bob. Yesterday he bought his dream trawler, and you're already starting to see this the crumble as the economy collapses. Not I don't want to say collapses, as the financial system starts to implode itself. People are going to start getting a little more desperate. So what you saw in the market, now you're going to start seeing that with tangible goods. I'm seeing a lot of interest in my motorhome in the last even 2 or 3 days, and I think it's because people are really thinking, they're not thinking straight, and they're not doing it for vacation. They're doing it for what do I want to say, for like this apocalyptic thing that's coming. That's not going to happen. I mean, I think things are going to get much worse, but I don't think we're there yet. But I think it's the mindset. I think it's why I'm getting a lot of activity on my motorhome right now. But yesterday Bob went out and he picked up a trawler, a 32 Grand Banks, a 1977 32-foot Grand Banks trawler. That's a fiberglass boat, so you gotta be careful with Grand Bankses, because in my opinion, if you want an old wood one, man, they're beautiful and you can do a lot with them. And to some people, they're classics, and they could be worth some money, but they're just, for a boater like me, no way. I mean, it's a $5,000 boat. It's a dinosaur. It's old. But now when you start to get up into the fiberglass ones, this boat was selling for $57,000. He picked it up for $15,000 cash. So as we see that market, even this boat right here, I'll show you a picture of it. This is a boat I looked at last summer. I literally looked at this boat. I love this boat. It's not the greatest trawler in the world, and it's got some huge flaws on it actually, but it's a great liveaboard boat. And what's the price of that? What is it worth? Well, I can already tell you, it was when I was looking at it in June, it was $220. Let's just call it $220,000. It's already down to $169,000. Now I'm going to guess that the owner of that boat owns that boat cash outright, and eventually he'll want to dump that thing for, you'll see that boat will easily go under $100K, easily. Now, where does this market end and where does it end? To me, things are only worth what you can sell them for in 15 minutes. And we're going to see a lot of that probably after going through this COVID-19. So what is that boat actually worth? To me, right now, I'd pay $30,000 cash for it. But, we'll see. I don't think it's going to go. It might. You never know. I don't think we're even close to the end of this thing, though. I think we got a long ways to go. But we'll see. We'll absolutely see. We'll all know here in a good, I think this whole thing will play out, and it's going to take 2 to 3 years before we see the true bottom of the housing market and the true bottom of everything. It'll be about 3 years. Anyway, Paul Bates, Daisy, you guys hang in there. We love you. This dog is just killing me right now, the way she just jumps on my lap and does these videos. Be good out there. Peace out. Stay calm. Practice your social distancing, and we'll be good tomorrow. I think I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the stocks I'm looking at and I really want to buy, and maybe some projection on some prices and where I'm really, really going to start looking at some of these stocks. Anyway, Paul Bates, love you guys. Peace out. Bye.